Hello and welcome everybody to the Revealed Show. This show is meant to assist you to access levels of your soul's Akashic records that you've been unable to reach on your own. Based on your frequency, that is what determines what level of information about yourself that you are able to access. And with this show and the combined energy of everyone that is here, we will raise our frequency higher and higher so that we're able to go deeper for you to find the real root issues that are keeping you from transforming your life. And that is why we call this show The Keys to Transforming Your Life, because your soul has them and your soul knows. But many of us have trouble reaching a level that really helps us. And that's why we're doing this. So my name is Gabrielle Spencer, and I'm very excited and honored that you're here with me tonight. So we're going to begin with a quick soul circle gathering. We're going to call everybody together on the highest level possible to join and unify our energy. And then you will receive a very quick channeling, because it's really important every time that we get together that we receive some higher vibrational knowledge and understanding to help us integrate at a higher and higher level. The more that we're able to integrate, we're able to then bring into our physical vehicles here in the 3D and actually affect real change in our lives. So it's very exciting when you start to see it happen, and how quickly you can see it happen when you put your divine light energy towards something. So this is where we all are wanting to be, right? Instantaneous change isn't instantaneous. It's actually been always in the works, and that's the key, is always being in divine flow. So if you will, just take a deep breath in and out. Close your eyes. The eyes are not just the windows to your soul, but they're also how your mind is able to perceive and judge things. Therefore, when we have our eyes closed, we shut that off. So our brain has a moment to rest and to not interfere so much, which is why we ask you to close your eyes. All right. So here we go. Just have another big, deep breath in and out. And with this out breath, we ask for the golden light to be invoked, to surround each person in their physical incarnation here on planet Earth, to be surrounded with the highest vibration of love and light. And for this energy to clear and to cleanse away all of the daily worries, thoughts, beliefs, patterns, and habits, emotions that have been triggered, feelings that are out of alignment. Fill each person with a deep cleansing breath throughout their physical body. And allow this light to wash away all that is creating discordance, all the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs, all that is keeping it anchored to you. We ask for the highest vibrational healing possible to assist you. And now we connect our higher selves to the highest conscious light vibration of God. And through this connection, we call and connect to the golden beings of light, to the celestial masters, and to all those highest vibrational beings of light that are here to assist us. Take another deep breath in and out. We ask that all resistance, and for each person to know, to resonate with what is in their highest and greatest good, to be received with ease and grace. And all that interferes with the receiving to be released. And now on this highest vibrational level of love and light, we are gathered together. I see us linked with our arms around one another, arm to back, creating a beautiful circle of golden light, energy as we weave it together to be one unit of magnified light. And through this light, the golden beings of light provide for you a simple understanding. And this understanding is about deception, duality, and separation. The greatest evil that is passed easily and accepted easily amongst you is this idea of illusion and separation. While the understanding in a 3D mind of illusion is that what you see is not really what you see, that there is always something going on that you are unable to see. But when it is provided to you in this way, it is always felt with the energy of deception. However, while that may be true, the greatest deception is that you are separate. You are separate from within yourself to your God source, to your own soul. This is the greatest deception. You are never separate. It means and it takes for you to open your heart. Your high heart here in your physical and energetic and etheric bodies is your connection to your highest self and to your soul. Say yes to the opening and the expansion of your high heart, asking for and receiving the highest vibrational healings and understandings that you need to expand this connection. You are never separate, you are never alone, and you are never lost with inability to have a direction or clarity. Your divine self is you and within you, always connected. Believe this. It is what brings you comfort in the most trying of times, and it is what will deliver you to your highest vibrational existence. And with this simple message, we thank you for being here, for providing your own light and energy to this cause. You are needed. You are so relevant, wanted. And we love you for standing in the light of God. Okay, so with this, everyone, I feel such power lately from the energy. It just blows me away whenever I'm connected. So I thank you all for being here as well. And we're going to get started with Stacy. And then Sandra, she's next in line. So you guys, I don't know if you can see your hands where they are. So Stacy, Sandra, Pamela, and Carlene. All right, so we're going to get started now. Everybody just hang with me and know too that I love your participation. So please participate in the chat box. And what, pops out at me, because I will miss some. Sometimes it goes so fast I can't read them all. But just know that all of our energy collectively, when we put it out there and we ask or we state what it is that is causing us an issue, this energy that we've just brought together, realize that this is what helps to move these blocks out of your energetic field. Sometimes while we're doing this work, you will get that aha moment that you need, okay? That gives you clarity about what it is you need help with. That's not actually the symptom that you're experiencing, but it's actually the root issue, or will lead you to the root issue. Okay, so here we go. Oh, there's Pamela. I didn't see you before. Okay. I I'm hoping that Stacy, do you have video on? Hello. Stacy, I can't hear you. Or did I lose her? Oh, that's Sandra. Thought I had Stacy. Okay, Sandra, go ahead. And Sandra somehow went to the bottom. I'll get you next. Sandra, are you there? And can you please unmute yourself? I don't know why it selected you, but there it is. It's just how the universe works. So Sandra, if you would also unmute yourself and turn your video on, please. Sandra, there she is. Up, unmute yourself. You're still muted.
There I go.
There you go. All right. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy for
all right. I'm excited you're here. Sandra's calling in from Argentina, so that's super exciting. It's nice to know that we are globally connected. This is what's so amazing. Okay, so just take a deep breath for me. So I don't actually know Sandra, and everyone should know that everyone who does appear on the Revealed show, I don't know them. They're not clients, and I've had no inkling about what's going on with them. It's not asked in the form they fill out to be on the show, because we want it to be as clear and as clean as possible without any interference from things that we know, right? Because that's why we don't get to the root of an issue, because we're always in the mind thinking and calculating what it could be or what's the problem. So that's just the kind of the rules of the show, is that I don't know anything about you, and that I can just connect as clean and as clear as possible with your highest self. Okay? All right. Yes. All right. So here we go. Just close your eyes for me. Oh my goodness. You are bigger than life. So coming out of this heart region, you actually have like, I would call her a medicine woman, actually. She is very present. So I would call her medicine woman only because she's very powerful, but she does not look to me like a high priestess. It's more, she is, wow. So my question to you is, it's about embodiment. So where are you in embodying this energy? How far have you come in that?
I'm kind of complicated because I worked in corporate during 20-something years, and I was laid off 4 years ago, and I finally devoted myself to energy healing. But
okay.
It's kind of, I'm in a rough patch, you know, aside from COVID and all the things that are going on in the world, to get clients and to get my own money. So I'm kind of stuck.
Okay. So the answer for you, and I'm getting all kinds of chills. So the answer for you is about embodying this. It's not a healer exactly. So I think that it feels more native. So going into or studying more of the native healing arts, she is so powerful. I cannot even explain it to you, but she is, I'm going to say screaming, but not in a bad way. It's like, I am right here. So that means if she's coming, projecting from your heart, what that says to me is she's there. It's partly you accepting, okay, accepting this energy that's coming back in and has been reawakened. She's there and part of you, but not integrated. And that's why I see her like there, like half in, half out kind of, right? So when you open your heart, knowing that this aspect of yourself has been reawakened, and you fully embody that aspect. You don't need a class. It all will reawaken that healer part. That's how we describe it nowadays, right? We all say everybody's a healer, but we all have really special components of being a healer, right? We have things that are our gifts that don't necessarily fit a mold, and then it's about finding what that is. But this aspect of yourself is very powerful. And I don't mean powerful like we think of it in a third dimensional way. I mean, she's a leader. It would be like, I guess in the old days, it would be, like the leader of a tribe. I mean, it's like, yeah. So this is what you need to do. You're talking about being in a slump. It's because this piece of yourself must be integrated. You must embody it. And then that will move you along your way. Does that make sense?
And how can you do that? Because I've been doing several different works.
No. Stop doing it. This is just, let's say, out of my website, GabrielleSpencer.com, there is an MP3 called Prosperity Through Forgiveness. And the reason I have it out there, it's free. The reason, and it's been out there for years, it's fabulous, because sometimes our biggest block is our own issue with power and what it means to embody. And especially this level, I have to tell you the truth. I haven't connected with a lot of people where it is a punch out at me like that. Like I'm right here and it's so strong. So this tells me that if you're having trouble, it's not because you don't know enough and all that. It means there's something within you that keeps rejecting, okay? And generally, that's going to be fear. And that generally is going to be because you screwed up somewhere in a higher vibrational existence that you haven't been able to reach yet, okay? So this is where I would suggest you start, because so they're showing me like, when you have doors that have those special locks that once you hit this one and it goes clink, 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 like that. Okay, so it's going to do that for you. It will unlock itself, but you need to start at what's holding the high heart from fully, I'm going to say letting go, as in, you have to let go of this human aspect that thinks it's in charge.
Let go of the fear.
Yeah, it's the fear that keeps you from moving forward, because to you energetically, it's like, well, what do I have to give up? And I've worked so hard for, and I don't know. It's an unknown, but it's also scary. And especially I think because it's such a strong, powerful force, but it's not you. It's not an entity. It's not an overlay or anything like that. It is you. It's just an aspect of you that's been awakened. So it's about allowing it to come in.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Sandra, and I'm very grateful for having been chosen. The information, the reading Gabriela gave me was really beautiful. And well, I have to keep on working on the things she mentioned.
Yes. And
something I have to keep on working. It's not like I thought I could have a kind of a push on her side, but she's great, and she gave me an information that I had, that I was mentioned before,
right?
But by some other person, but I love her. So thank you so much, Stacy.
Yes, and
there's Stacy.
Hey, how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I am great to be talking to you tonight. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm very excited to be talking to you too. All right. This is so much fun. People have no idea how much fun I have doing it. Anyway. Take a deep breath. All right, lady. Woo! This whole area, how do you do when you breathe? Is it tough sometimes to get a deep breath?
Not so
Do
much.
this. Do this for me. I feel a constriction. It's not like in your typical, what people would say like in your chakras, but it's here. All right. We're just going to let pass whatever it is. It's almost like sometimes when you start to do something and then suddenly that it just clenches down. So we're going to wait for a minute till I hear that we're clear to go. All right. So the beautiful thing about working with the golden beings of light is that they are always working. So when we started and we asked for everybody's permission, know that whether you're in the audience or speaking to me, that they're working on everything that's being requested, because that's the Merkaba we've created, right? Is that everybody's receiving something. And this is very important. All right, so for you, all right, so they're showing me, I don't even know how to describe it. It's
That's not good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's always good. It's always good because when we reconcile things, just like we did with Sandra, it allows you to step into your next level, your own next level, right? And so for you, it's a past life thing where there's no nice way to say it. There's like half of your face missing. So you're showing me this lifetime where something happened that obviously killed you. So what it means is that there's a really big something that has to get resolved with that. So we're going to do it. Because what I have found through my work is that when we have these lifetimes, you know, when things don't go well in our current life, right? What do we think to ourselves? I'm never going to do that again, right? And we think to ourselves, God, am I stupid? How did I fall for that again, right? Yes. And that's what replays in your current life. So when people say things like, well, I've gotten all this healing and such, it's like, well, it's because it's going to be at a different frequency, at a different multidimensional level where it has to get reconciled. So for you, that's what has to get reconciled. That's what you're showing me. And so we're going to just do it. It's, you know, it's heavy. And so when it releases, you will feel lighter. And then that self-deprecation that I hear will, it'll lessen and it will shift for you, because when things happen, remember that there's always more than one side, right? There's our interpretation, our perception, our judgment. So already there, we have three things that we have going on just with those simple things, right? And don't forget, then you have everybody else that's involved and whatever the larger picture is of what's happening. So we're just going to ask for you to forgive yourself on this higher vibrational plane of existence, and to forgive the perpetrators as well. And there's blame there. And I'm going to call it squabbling, because it almost feels like like there was a duel, let's say. And it's where your side, you have your side and they have their side. So I don't know how it played out, except for that you're telling me it was very unfair because you didn't get to say what you wanted or needed to say. So that would explain this too, where it constricts, because it's all tied together. So that explains a tightening in that upper chest throat area and having trouble getting a breath, because it was a surprise. And when it's a surprise, that's even worse because you weren't expecting it. I don't know. Why is it when we expect something, it's not as bad, but when it's a surprise, it feels really devastating. Okay. So I'm explaining the story as it's being revealed to me, but as it's being revealed, it's because it's being healed as we go. Okay. So just take that deep breath. It's not yet passed through for you. So as soon as I hear that it is, then we'll wrap this up for you. Ooh. All right. How do you feel?
I first felt it it must have been the left part of my head that was missing, because I definitely felt it in there.
That is what I am left. That was the left. You are correct.
And I'm getting emotional, which I don't do.
That's okay. Let it out. When we're emotional during a healing, it will last no longer than 3 minutes if you just don't fight it. Just let it out. It's because it's just that emotion. Like I said to you, just the things that came out from what I heard, there was a whole lot going on. Whole lot. So if you have, let's say, family issues and relationship issues, this will also be affecting that, because it's that I have so much to say. I'm never allowed to say it. I'm never able to get it out without bad things happening. And when I say it, then bad things happen. Yeah. Right. Okay. So
I get it.
But here's the great thing is that this is such a great example, Stacy, for everyone who's listening to this right now and in the future, because this is how things happen where people go, where did this start? Well, I remember my childhood. And it's like, no, it's not in the childhood. We repeat things in our current life to remind us that there is a more significant thing in a vibrational life that we aren't able to reach. And it's to remind us that it needs to still be healed. So we keep drawing into ourselves until it does. And it just gains more and more layers, obviously, right? And especially in our current memory. All right, I want you to just take a deep breath. So the golden light is now being showered upon you. So now allow that to just wash away all that this is bringing up emotionally. It's going to keep working for you. Just allow it to do so, because this is a cleansing, and it's also a renewal. I hear a renewal for you, and that's beautiful, and that's a gift. So we thank them. We thank the golden beings of light for the gift. And for every person listening who this has triggered you in any way, that it also provide the gift of renewal for you as well. Beautiful gift. Thank you, Stacy, so much for being willing and brave enough to come. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Everybody has to know, right? It takes bravery to be on camera, and I'm proud of you for doing it and being honest and just letting the emotion out without judgment. Really, we love you more and more for it. Okay, sweetheart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It kind of makes so much sense, because I've kind of went through my dark night the last few years. My dad was murdered. Divorcing my narcissistic husband. My family has more or less shut me down because of my dad's will. So I've lost everyone, and it's kind of all got, each one of those situations was like cut off, and I haven't talked to anyone. I didn't get to say my piece or what I want,
Right.
And so that all resonated, which of course, as the healing was working, I got emotional. And by the end of it, though, I could definitely feel that weight, that constriction that had been sitting on my chest, which I have felt has been there for the last probably 2 years. And I've worked with many other energy healers asking, like, I could feel it there, and I've been wanting it to be removed.
Right.
And I haven't had it actually being removed until today. I feel so much lighter.
That's
like fantastic. I can take that deep breath.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Because
Yeah.
I can feel, like I said, I've been doing energy healing now for good year and a half, almost 2 years, and I knew something was sitting on my chest, and no matter which person I worked with, on what course or whatever, it hasn't moved. So today I can feel it, that it's moved.
That's, again, fantastic. You can breathe. Yay.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much, hon.
Hey, Pamela.
It's been a very emotional week.
Has it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to work right through it. We'll figure out what is really going on then. Okay?
Thank you.
Just take a deep breath for me. All right, my dear. So basically, there you're showing me that your head is wrapped in, let's call it barbed wire. So not a crown of thorns, but barbed wire wrapped around like the crown of thorns, but going over more than just your head. So we're going to work on how that happened, of course, and the beliefs and the patterns and the programs that created this, okay? So I want everybody, I'm going to need everybody to really be sending love and light, because this is old, and it has, it is basically reinforcing always the Martyr Syndrome. And I'm sorry, sweetie, but it's okay, because Pamela, we're going to...
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to work on it so that we can loosen this and...
Thank you.
Yeah, release you from this, because this is not helping. All right. So that's why we ask everybody, send love and light to Pamela. And of course, at the same time, we invite all those who have also suffered from the Martyr Syndrome to just say, yes, I receive, and I'm willing and able to let go, willing and able to receive.
I'm willing to let go.
Yeah. And we are allowing the higher vibrational beings of light to assist. And in particular, I see a higher vibrational being of light step forward. So I want you, Pamela, just to take a deep breath and receive the gift of reconciliation that is being provided to you right now. And anyone else who feels that they are in need of this gift, to be willing and able to receive as well. So it's about bringing like two halves of yourself together. You have paid your debt. You have reconciled your debt, and it is now released. That is the gift. Nice.
Thank you.
Just take a deep breath for me. I'm going to say we're not done. Just allow that to happen. And I'm going to wait to hear what is next, okay? We just take, everybody knows that that part of releasing is allowing the layers to present themselves as they will. It's never in a logical way, and it's never the way we think. That's always the first issue in healing, is that many times we go into it thinking we know what the problem is, and we only look in that area, right? Because that's what we know. And when our mind thinks it's in charge of healing, that's when we get in trouble. Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good, Pamela. All right, we're now down in your third chakra. So we're going to just We're going to allow this to be moved out. So everyone, if you're feeling the first, second, or third chakra, that there is heaviness, it feels like self-blame and guilt and shame there. So we just want everybody to allow the energy now to go ahead and work to assist you so that we can be freed on every multidimensional level of our being, of all that creates the cycle of martyrdom and victimhood. Okay, because now we're moving into that part where the victimhood cycle resides in your first, second, and third chakra many times. Okay, so this is really a beautiful healing, Pamela, that you're helping to facilitate for everyone, because all of us, whether it's a program that is, you know, dominating our lives, or whether it's just one that pokes its head out at the worst times, right? We all have a little bit of this program running, at least a little bit. So it's good to go ahead and release those circumstances that created it.
I want this for my son.
I'm sorry?
I want this for my son.
Then we call his higher self. We call the higher self of your son. And so if there's anyone else that wants healing or knows of someone who needs the healing, we call their higher self and invite them to receive. This leaves free will completely intact, but that you're making that opening, that connection, and the invitation. And this allows the person, even if they're unaware, for their higher self to assist them to be willing to receive. Okay? It's a beautiful way to help our children. And
Yes.
yeah, because many of our children or spouses aren't ready or able. So when we send the light and when we're working on ourselves and we invite their higher selves, you will be amazed. It may not happen as fast as it is for you, but I promise it really does work to help them.
I feel the difference. Thank you.
Good. All right. Much love to you, Pamela.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's Pamela Furno, and I've been feeling a lot of energy this week, and I am so grateful for this. She hit it right on the head, and I'm so excited to see how this is going to unfold. My problem has always been technology, and I found my way here, and that's huge. So I want to thank Gabrielle from the bottom of my heart for this. I really, really needed it. I've been asking for a long time.
And this is what happens, right? You get it when you ask.
Yes, yes. I'm just so incredibly grateful, and I could feel the energy running down my legs, and it's still running there, and I love the way Gabrielle is so lighthearted, and she makes everything not serious, and apparently I had a problem with that because my whole life has been serious. So I can't wait to see how this is going to unfold, and I really want to thank her and anyone else involved more than anything for the help with my son, because I know that all he has is me, and I certainly don't want to emulate this to him. So I'm so thankful for that. And she was so compassionate. And again, I can't say enough thank you. Thank yous. My mind is blown.
All right, everyone. How exciting has this night been? Super duper, please. All right, everybody. I just want to say thank you. This has been a phenomenal show. And all of you have been amazing to add your light, your energy, your love, and all that you are to assisting each one of us to move forward in higher vibrational purpose and understanding and energy. And it's been absolutely fantastic to be with you.